So tell us, are there any other amazing legislative changes coming into force that will affect our landlords?
Well, it looks like the government is set on looking after tenants a lot more than landlords. We had, the whole reason behind the tenant fee ban was that tenants can't shop around. If they like a property, it's with a particular agent, they need to pay whatever that agency's fees are. And me and you went to a seminar together, and there was an agent charging £800 administration fees.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, so ridiculous. So I understand why they've done it, although I think there should have been a cap rather than an outright ban.
Yep.
But what's done is done.
Yep.
Let's hope they change it at some point in the future for us. Now, they're also looking at changing Section 21 notices now, which has been in the news very recently.
So this is the ability to get your property back
with no reason.
Right.
So
okay.
Old tenancies, assured tenancies, you could serve a Section 8 notice, but it had to have a very valid reason in order for the courts to give you your property back.
Okay.
The tenant was pretty much protected. He was in a fort, a castle with a moat around it, and all the fire and all the work. So,
whereas Section 21, you don't need a reason.
No, you can
simply serve the notice, and
as long as it's at the end of a fixed term, the end of the tenancy, you can serve the notice. If tenant doesn't move out, then you can go through the courts and all the other channels, bailiffs, right. All of that. But in general, you can get your property back should you want it.
Okay.
They're also looking at making 36-month tenancies with a 6-month break clause mandatory.
Okay.
So the idea behind this is that the landlord will have longer financial security, which to
as
me,
will the tenant, you think?
Yeah, I think it's definitely more aimed towards, it gives flexibility to both sides.
Right.
Because after the 6 months, anyone can serve notice on each other, giving 2 months notice.
Right.
But the idea that it's for landlords to have longer financial security is laughable in all honesty, because a tenancy is only as good as its fixed term.
Right.
Because if the tenant signs a 2-year contract with a 6-month break clause, it's only as good effectively as the 6-month break clause.
Right, after that it becomes rolling.
Yeah,
right.
So effectively it's like a periodic tenancy per se.
Okay.
So if you've got a 2-year contract with an 18-month fixed term, that's much more desirable to me as a landlord than a 2-year tenancy with a 6-month break clause or a 3-year.
Yeah.
So for me, the ideas behind it doesn't really justify what they're talking about.
Okay.
Although we're seeing as well with the tenant fee ban, many people are starting to aim towards going commercial rather than the private rental sector, as it's under attack from the other tax legislations that have come in, and soon you won't be able to offset the interest on your mortgage and things like that.
A hell of a lot of new legislation coming in.
I think all in all it was around 17 pieces, but I think that's gone up now. So
bedtime reading for you.
Yeah, most definitely. I'm going to have to brush up on all of those to make sure that all of my landlords are well informed as well, so they can make the best decision. Whether it is, we've had some selling portions of their portfolio in order to invest it into the rest of it, so that they've got smaller repayments.
Okay.
And others are selling them off altogether and going into stock or commercial or other sectors entirely.
Okay. So, anything else that you should tell us about? Anything else on the horizon? You've given us such good news today.
It's going to be a tough time for agents and landlords. But I mean, if there's...
What opportunities do you see? Because, for me, where some people will see as a threat, as an entrepreneur or business owner, these potentially can be turned into an opportunity. So, give us the good news. What's the good news from this?
I'd say the good news is you're going to have less agents that are more equipped, and a much better service will be provided to you, because the kind of smaller agents are the ones who aren't compliant, are going to be weeded out, and they'll probably be shut down as trading standards, knocking on everyone's doors. But it definitely provides another avenue for landlords to look at the commercial sector, because most people don't tend to look there. They tend to go, oh yeah, my friend bought a property, I'm going to buy one as well, I'm going to rent it out.
Right.
So it gives you different avenues to look down. I know a lot of the friends of mine have done that now, and then you see a lot of the kind of older boys go, no, I've had properties for 30 years, I'm going to keep them, I'm not going anywhere.
Yep.
Look, there's loads of ways you can get around it. Definitely speak with your accountant. If you've got a good property accountant, go and see them. They might be able to tell you whether to put them into a company, which will give you some tax relief, although you better be prepared to pay the stamp duty on them as well when you do that. Look,
we don't offer tax advice, just to make that clear.
Or mortgage, do go to maybe some of our preferred partners, but we'll see. But yeah, look, it is the age of change. I think it was well needed.
Yeah.
The industry needed a good shake-up. I think they've gone slightly overboard, but let's hope they pull back slightly in the later years.
Brilliant. Okay, so from myself and from Nick, we hope you found this video informative. If you do have any questions that you want us to touch on, provide the answers to, please do feel free to either leave a comment in the section below, or our lovely video editor is going to get the email address popped up on the screen for us now. Do drop us an email, any questions you have, we're here to help. And from us, we'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.